Jake, welcome back.
I'm excited to be here.
Are you?
I feel honored and privileged to be in this video today.
Oh, just because I'm in it? Thanks, man.
I needed something to fill up that time, and I just went with that.
Dang, that's very nice. Thank you. Yeah. Today we're talking about bags, Jake. To be specific, Tasmanian Tiger bags.
We all use bags.
We all use them. But before we get into that, tell the people what they need to know.
These bags, we'll kind of go through a little bit of the kind of the backstory how they came about, but they came from U.S. Elite Gear, who, hell, literally almost everything that I'm wearing right now wound up came in from there. Coming from there.
You gotta come.
English.
Can't came.
Sorry, everyone. The boots, the pants, not the jacket, even though these are the same jackets.
Boots and pants and boots.
But yeah, anyway, they carry a bunch of Gucci gear. It came from them. What the hell is there? We try to give you guys these codes because they help you guys out. And in all disclosure, like we make a couple bucks on the back end.
1911 Syndicate will give you free shipping if you spend over $100.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, $15.
I got you, Jake.
Hell, these days shipping's expensive as fuck. So.
You are not wrong, actually, and in fact, that might be saving you guys a little bit more money than a percentage.
For real.
In the scheme of things.
And then 1911 Syndicate, at its core, is a real estate. These two bros right here are real estate agents in Phoenix and then Utah. So if you need help, let us know. We operate a lot of other places too, so you can check out the site below. And then Patreon's down there. We do some recently. The other day, did some great behind the scenes stuff of a big shoot that we were working on. So
give us your money.
Check that out. And then yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, cool. So Tasmanian Tiger started in 1999, but they're owned by a parent company called Tatanka. Tatanka.
Which is not Tatanka Trucks.
No, that's just Tonka Trucks.
Okay.
Tatanka, which I had a phone call with Tatanka, who is the parent company of Tasmanian Tiger.
Okay.
They are based in Germany.
Your people.
So, my people, right? Tatanka, we did a Skype call. Tatanka, when they said it, I was like, oh. They're like, it's from the movie. And I said, Dances with Wolves. And they're like, yeah, exactly. Tatanka is the word for buffalo with the Native American tribe that, it's not Bruce Willis. Kevin Costner is a part of in Dances with Wolves, which I've needed an excuse to watch Dances with Wolves lately just because I feel like I should. It's been a minute.
There it is.
Yeah. So maybe I'll go do that tonight, Jake.
Yeah.
We had a great phone call. It was really cool because they introduced themselves and what their roles in the company were.
Oh, cool.
And then, answered literally every question I had in the process of introducing themselves and telling what they do.
Huh.
And after 10 minutes, I was like, guys, you said everything I had written down. And then we spent another 15 minutes talking. Really good guys. I took up a lot of their time. I apologize, but they were awesome. Really appreciate you guys reaching out. And they are imported through Proforce.
Okay.
Right? Proforce sells to U.S. Elite Gear. So there's a couple ways that this is all linked.
Okay.
The reason I bring that up is the owner of that company also was on the phone call, and he set it up for me with the German guys. So it was a team effort. I really appreciate everyone jumping in, helping out, and hopefully we can do them a service to these bags because, I'll say it right at the beginning of the review, I'm pleasantly surprised with these bags.
This was a gamble in my eyes.
Yes.
I've never heard of Tasmanian Tiger, which is part of the appeal of going why don't we try something we never heard of before? But I was like,
when did we try it though?
January.
During what shoot?
The big snow apocalypse shoot.
Yeah.
Where we're up at 9,000 feet of elevation. And this is when we did the M4 Block 2 and Korth. It was 3 days, snowmobiles, knee, thigh deep snow.
Yep.
And these things were in the elements and we forgot to get any footage of them up there.
Yeah, which is funny, but when we were talking about what we needed for that shoot, we needed bags with a lot of cubic inches space-wise that were somewhat lightweight, that weren't, what's that dimension? Width-wise, I guess, as they're on your shoulders. Not gonna push someone who's riding behind you on a snowmobile off the snowmobile.
Yeah.
So it needed to check some very specific boxes.
Yeah, they were basically alpine oriented. For that purpose, these were these need to get us through alpine shit.
Yeah. So pretty cool. The whole company is still family owned and operated, which I don't know. I just like hearing that, man. They said that, and they do say that as a sense of pride, and I'm like, you guys should, because it is cool to have family-run businesses. Now, they weren't started terribly long ago, right? 1999, I still remember that.
Right before Y2K.
Yeah, what are we coming on 1999? What does that come out to?
23 years.
24 years? 23, 24 years?
Yeah.
Again, math is off on this, but They have, one thing that I learned about them is they have a very strict, and it shows in the bags, and we'll get into why I believe this in the bags here in a minute. They have a very kind of strict test and evaluation R&D type process. They, depending on the product, it could be a little modular pouch that is supposed to hook and loop into the inside of the bag. That might take a couple weeks for a guy to test. When it comes to a bag like this, that guy might have the bag for weeks to months. And something that they do is they take all this input and they'll redesign and tweak little things as they go. And until they believe that it's the product that they wrote down and wanted to create, and it's there in physical form, they won't release it, which is pretty cool.
Word.
So, another cool thing that I learned on our call is they own all their manufacturing plants in Vietnam. What that allows is they get a quality control everything, because it's not a third party making it, it's their manufacturing facility. So their quality control goes up because of that. Another cool thing they do is you can, if you're in Vietnam, every Friday they have an open door policy. So you schedule a time on a Friday, and you or me or both of us, if we happen to be in Vietnam, could go tour the manufacturing facility and talk to workers. Because they are very transparent about how they treat their employees, regardless if it's in another country. They're very transparent about the manufacturing process. They want to have just transparency for people to show like, hey, we don't have, child labor stuff going on here. And if you actually want to come see for yourself, every Friday, doors open, make an appointment.
Okay.
I don't know about you, man.
That's kind of cool.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really enjoy little stuff like that.
We try to give you guys a kind of a brief snapshot of who the company is, because we're a little old-fashioned in the sense of like, hey, product's one thing, but company and company culture is another thing too. So,
well, and like if we did a video just on the bags, we're looking at a 3-minute video. So we got to fill up a little bit.
Yeah, we got to entertain you jackasses with something. So.
Yeah, I asked if they do like limited runs for like smaller units. They do. If they build a product for a small unit order and they like it, they will bring it to commercial market.
Because they have a ton of models.
A ton of models.
Like a lot of models.
Yep. And an example that they gave me of that is in Vienna recently, a couple of years ago, there's a mass casualty event. So the Vienna law enforcement military unit, I don't know, that responded to this, wanted a mass casualty event bag. So a specific bag that, if there was 10, 20, 30, who knows how many people in this event that got injured, one bag could kind of take care of a lot of people. So they like that so much that they're tweaking and finishing some things that will be coming to market.
Right on.
Which is kind of cool. No use for you and me, but just an example, right?
Yeah.
And they've done some contract work for, of all people, you remember Jan Sport bags? They did some contract work for them back in the day, which is kind of cool, right? And then with that contract work, they've done bags for Australia, Japan, kind of all over the world. So they said in the call that they're pretty well known in Canada. I was going to say Canada right there, in Canada. And they're trying to break into the U.S. market a little bit more, which is where U.S. Elite Gear comes in. So just kind of a full overview of that. Great company. I really enjoyed the phone call, and I think we're going to dive into the bags now if you want to go ahead and send it with yours.
I'll give you some, kind of remarks here. So when it came to the snow shoot, I was largely looking for something very lightweight.
Yeah.
Because it was a case of, hey, when we left our vehicles on snowmobiles, we're not coming back for 8 hours. So everything that you need to do about 4 or 5 videos a day has to be packable on your snowmobile.
In an extreme winter environment.
Yeah, tough winter environment. And it's like, which means, hey, your guns and all your ammo kit, medical, anything you're gonna need. Like, because if something goes wrong back there, you're not near like civilization really. Like, so it's like, the bags are really important because of both the altitude and snowshoeing and things like that. Weight was very important. So I think mine's probably a little bit more of a lighter weight rig than yours. I don't know that for sure, but I think it is.
Where's yours at?
So
we'll just kind of do it back and forth.
35 ounces.
35. I'm at 69 ounces, so 4.3 pounds.
Yeah.
You're what, 2.3? Yeah, 2.3.
Yeah, so I mean, like, which is a pretty significant weight difference.
Yeah, 3 pounds.
I thought of yours, because we got different models. Yours is much more Credora based. I don't know if it is Credora.
Yeah, no, good job.
But
so is yours, and some different materials.
Yeah, but there's some other stuff. So they have this thing in mind. By the way, the model in mine is the Trooper Light Pack 35. Okay. I'll hit you with a couple stats real quick. So MSRP 139. Mine's quite a bit cheaper than yours.
Mine runs $250.
Yeah. So so this one is frankly super budget friendly. $139 is great. That's a great price.
That's a great price for that bag, man.
Great price. So $139 comes in black and olive, which this would be the olive, kind of like a OD green-ish, you know, vibe, as you guys see.
Similar to mine.
35 liter, which for me, personal opinion, right in the sweet spot on space. Because I've got a theory that if you keep giving someone more space on a bag, they're going to keep filling it up with shit.
Yep.
So it's like, give me what I actually think I need, because even if I run a little low, it forces me to condense and go, do you really need the 10th and 12th mags?
Right.
Like, probably not. You know, it's like it's streamlined it down a little bit, you know? 35 ounces, right? So the material mine is called T-square rip. It is not really a Cordura.
No, it's a ripstop type material.
Yeah, it's almost closer to what you would associate with something like a hiking pack.
Yeah.
It's
like
more
a kilty or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of more in that vein. But I like it because the weight thing was a big consideration for me.
Yeah.
Hit whatever you want to hit, and we'll kind of go through them. Yeah,
going out on kind of the materials on my bag, they do try to use, yours is an exception, but on mine, which is the, mine is the model TT30. Okay, so that stands for 30 liters. Okay.
So mine's actually bigger than yours?
A little bit, yep.
Oh, shit, wow.
What's your internal cubic inches, do you know?
Well, I don't know what 35 liters translates to on cubic inches.
Well, mine's 30 liters and 1,831 cubic inches.
I thought it was about 1,800. Yeah.
They like to use 700D Cordura, which a lot of this is made out of.
Yeah.
They will drop down to 500D for kind of tough sewing spots or little spots that need to flex a little bit more.
Yeah.
And their research, their development, their testing, their evaluation, 700D is the great median with heavy duty enough to take some abuse, but the material's not so heavy that it adds weight to the pack.
Yeah, because 1,000D is
start getting a little heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of miserable.
Yep. Mine has some laser cut molly on the front as well as on the sides, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I wove in just an extra pack or a little pouch on here that we placed the order with. We got a couple of these little pouches. I had some hand warmers in here, food, and a Garmin when we were up there. Just quick access, like, hey, you know, if I need something real quick.
Totally different entry styles in these two.
I was just about to get to that, Jake.
Okay,
good job.
Kick it off.
Mine kind of clamshells open, right? So got both your zippers on the side here and just folds open like this. We got a mesh pouch and a normal pocket up front. You got loop on the inside for all your hook and loop or Velcro attachments. Also, mine is still laser cut molly all on the inside here. So if there's pouches you want to throw in here, but you want them more secure than hook and loop because they're going to stay in there, you have that option.
That's cool.
Right now I'm carrying a Serape.
For when you ride your donkey later? Or
Don't ask why. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly, bitch.
Shit.
Here's some of the extra pouches that we ordered from them. Again, we ordered all these pieces from them. Okay. And mine comes and ships standard with pullouts already.
No shit.
It ships with these.
Okay, that actually makes a bit more sense.
That's why it's the modular TT.
And it's more expensive because it does come with some cubes.
Pullouts, man. And it comes with 3 of them. I had like Twinkies and some extra like underwear in here. This one had some ho-hos and some hand warmers.
Yep. And
then this one actually fit 6 mags lengthways. Because this is what I threw all my mags in for that winter shoot.
Okay.
Zipped it up so I knew like, hey, if a bear comes and I got to take off, just grab this.
Yeah, I got 180 rounds ready to dump something.
Is that math?
I think. Yeah, 90 times. Yeah, 90 times 2, 180. Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Guys, come on. Don't doubt my math.
Good stitching. I never had any problems with these. I kind of took them in and out multiple times to see if something would rip or tear or anything. High quality, well made. And then last thing for this bag that I wanted to point out is you have commo slots. Same with yours. So if you need to run communication gear, you got the slots for that. And then the top has an external, well, not external, but the top portion has a pouch. It's right there on that ammo can. That has a little mesh pocket and organizer in here too.
Okay.
So great setup for a bag.
Very different.
Oh, sorry, one last thing too. Another pull out. This is a holster. So you can throw any size pistol in there, any size gun in there, strap it down. You got a built-in holster, which is nice.
That is cool.
Yeah. Again, that's probably where a lot of the price difference comes from.
Yep.
All right, Jake. So a couple more things I want to get into before I let you jump into your pack. It's got a great padded back carrying system. The padding is just thick enough to where it actually makes a big difference, but not so thick that it feels unnecessary, right? My lower hip padding and belt, so it'll sit on your waist, is actually detachable.
Yeah.
And comes with cool little side pockets here for like Skittles, the necessary things.
Tourniquet.
Right?
Skittles.
That's probably a better option as a tourniquet. It has side compression straps, so if you want to pack it full and kind of cinch it down and kind of make it a little more compact, you can. We got zigzag elastic shock cord. Up front here, this was great. I'd throw a jacket right
Shell
here.
or something, yeah.
Yeah, shell for easy access. And, you know, shock cord, it's shock cord, guys, but they give you a lot of extra length, which is important.
Yeah, well, length.
Right? And I had covered everything I wanted to up until this point. So rest is all you, Jake. Go ahead.
So mine is actually very simple. And I knew we had drastically different styles. We actually kind of did that on purpose.
Which was smart, yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, one thing just of note. So here's what these are. This comes with, I didn't bring it because just why, but it comes with basically like an orange flag like you would wear during hunting season.
I saw that on the website. Yeah.
So it basically clips into these four little things, and you have an orange flag that's just on your
Smart.
back, right? So if you're out in whatever the circumstance, and like, cool.
Hunting,
like,
need to
ID
signal
yourself.
something, ID yourself, yeah,
Which
smart.
is a nice little thing. I haven't used it for anything, but it's like, well, it's kind of cool.
I appreciate the forethought.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it. No complaints. So mine is frankly a lot more simple than yours. I mean, we've got Molly on the outside, not laser cut, right? Traditional Molly, which I have no issue with. Totally fine. We got like, you know, whatever pockets, drinks, or frankly, I had 2 mags in these.
Yeah, we put M4 mags in them.
And you can cinch these down. Same thing here, kind of like yours. You can cinch down the sides.
Hydration port.
So yeah, so mine, that's what I was interested in yours. So mine is for hydration, right?
So mine's comms.
Yeah, but this is more military oriented. Mine is more all-purpose / general outdoor bag.
Yeah.
So mine has I'll show you when I get to the inside, but as a sleeve, and then hydration tube would pop out right there.
Cool.
On the back, do have some padding, different style padding than yours.
Yeah, they have about 4 different carrying systems for their bags.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've got a minimal belt strap, unlike yours, right? That can be removed, right? So you can remove this if you don't want it.
Okay.
So up to you on that. The pads here, I mean, maybe my only, I wouldn't say complaint, because to me these are in the category of fine.
For the price.
Yeah, they're totally fine.
100%.
Like they're not outstanding straps, they're not bad straps, they're in the category of like, yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can adjust up or down any of that. You got drag handle there. Up top, obviously you got Molly up here. You got Velcro that's here if you wanted to put ID tag, whatever the, you know, whatever the fuck you
Name
want to put.
tape, whatever.
Yeah, this is just completely open in here. This is gonna be kind of the theme for this bag. Mine's basically an open bag.
Just open.
Right? So put this, lay it out any way that you want.
Or you get a pull out that's organized and,
yeah, right?
which I'm going to come back to. So.
Come on, I'm smarter than this.
You don't know how to use a zipper? Or?
Yeah, sometimes I struggle. Up front, you're gonna love the interior, how I packed this bad boy out. So another strap here, if you want to cinch that down.
Smart, and they're going the opposite way, so you can really cinch it down.
Yeah, so here's currently what occupies this bag.
Let me see what you got. That's looking like...
That's a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag.
You know why? Because it fills it out and it's lightweight, because when we film, I don't need it to weigh 100 pounds.
I'm playing LARP in the desert.
I need it to weigh 4 pounds and look good for a movie that you guys are watching. That's the contents of the bag right now.
I thought I kicked your dog.
Internally gonna be tough to see, but that's where your hydration bladder would go.
Yeah, it's just a little
Clip
pocket.
in, nothing fancy. And literally, it's just an open bag.
Cool.
My theory behind this, there's a couple of these things in here. This is just a dump pouch that I got from them.
Nice. Holster.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Okay, see, I never even fucked with that, to be honest with you. And this, I think, was just like a little EDC one. Yeah,
Cute
just like
little
a little
EDC.
adorable, kind of, honestly. And it has the
very
little tiger on it, you know, like fantastic. But, you know, obviously you can molly this shit on. But what I wanted was essentially give me an open bag and then I'll cube things and internally organize it. That's what I was looking for. So yours is actually quite clever. I actually really like the internal design of that. I was going for ultra lightweight. I mean, you'll feel that. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Well, I mean, you're
thing don't weigh
you're talking pounds compared to mine.
yeah. So I really like it. If I'm being honest with you, and I really can't find anything to complain about, especially at the price at $139 on mine. I think it's fantastic value.
Yeah,
Value's 100% there for me.
I agree. And that, I mean, that is what now coming full circle. It's a great little segue, Jake.
You're welcome.
They want to be known as a company that is affordable. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That continues to push the envelope, innovate. They also want to be known for modularity, which is why they make all these little pouches.
And there's a lot of them.
And the guy said, they want to be known as a reliable quality pack and pack accessory company that will always continue to improve and make products better. And they are obsessed with packing things inside of packs, is what he said, which is why they make all of this. So take something, organize it how you want, pack that inside of a pack, you got a whole little system.
Cool.
One little final tidbit to this, and we say many times in our videos how companies make great products and then they don't innovate for 10, 20 years.
Yes.
Their biggest thing is, say this pack came out after your pack.
Yeah.
They designed something for this pack that also would work for your pack. They'll update this with the new accessory or whatever little tweaks that they made.
Cool.
To me, I think that's cool because it's forward thinking and you're continuing to improve on older products.
Yeah, it's like Gen 1, Gen 2.
So,
yeah.
Yep. I think for the price point, for the value that you get, the modularity, the whole picture, like this is a very viable option if you're not wanting to break the bank on a pack that is still quality and is going to last you a long time.
Yeah.
That you can configure and change over time.
And I think it'd be my final point. I think everyone always has to be honest with themselves because sometimes people go, I want the highest end, the Gucciest, this pack that's $500 or whatever it is.
We both like to do that.
Yeah. And you also have to ask, like, why? Do I need that or do I not? Now, I can counter argument myself.
I can
with,
justify the fuck out of stuff.
Of course.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, hey, look, for a lot of people, a pack like that is gonna do everything you need to do.
Everything
You're
I
never
need
gonna
it to.
kill that.
No.
You're not gonna kill that
No.
bag. Like,
Yeah.
it's all good.
This actually I brought up because I've been on the road for a week now, just doing other work stuff. And I brought this up and had it chock full of stuff, throwing it in and out of the truck, in and out of hotels. Like, dude, it's a great pack, man.
Yeah.
So
check them out. I'm to be frank with you, I'm pretty sure all this stuff is in stock because
It
I
is.
just don't think many people know about them yet, which is part of the reason we wanted to do it.
I was
So,
on the site 2 to 3 nights ago, just doing some final look-throughs of my notes, being thorough, and everything was in stock. So
there you go. They're in stock. You can get them.
cool.
So yeah.
That's all I got, Jake. Cool. Thank you, Tasmanian Tiger and US Elite Gear. That's all we got, guys.